What's up everybody, Rodrick here with the i80 TWS truly wireless AirPods. These are one-to-one replicas with the second-gen AirPods, so much so that they have the H1 chip functionality, so they have the pop-up window as well as battery percentage for both the case and the earpods on your iPhone. On Android, they're just like any other wireless headphones. They feature tap controls to control your music as well as answering in phone calls. They support Qi wireless charging so you can top up the case without plugging in a wire. You can use each earbud independently of each other, and we're looking at 3.5 to 4 hours of playback time with an hour of charge time, and the charging case can charge the earbuds 4 to 5 times. Comparing the box to an actual AirPod box, we have a lower quality image on the i80 than we do on the AirPods, and the AirPods you can actually feel the AirPods on the box. Over on the back, they basically look the same, although we're missing the lightning cable on the i80s. Oh, and whoa, look at that! Designed by Apple in California. Didn't expect to see that, although it's obviously different. Oh, nice, we got an AirPod manual here in Chinese and in English. They're getting good though. I didn't expect to see this little sleeve. Oh, would you look at that? Look at that. The case even has the wrapping on it just like the AirPods, and it says designed by Apple in California, assembled in China on the back, but we'll get back to this in a second. Also inside the box, we have a lightning cable, and once again, this lightning cable looks legit. Oh, except for this part right here. You can see there's a mistake right there. Apple wouldn't do that, but I'm impressed. And now back to the AirPod case. Ooh, feels solid in my hand. Oh, they're getting good. Still feels a little bit looser than an actual AirPod case, but it's really good. And speaking of an actual AirPod case, I have AirPods 1 right here. They're basically the same except for this LED light on the front, so just use your imagination, okay? Oh, the weight is getting really close. It does feel a tad bit lighter, but you probably wouldn't actually notice this unless you had them side by side. Yeah, the AirPods do feel a little bit sturdier when you flip open the lid. And over on the back, this is where things get interesting. They both have the button, the chrome, and designed by Apple in California, assembled in China, although it's higher quality text on the Apple AirPods. And down on the bottom, they both have chrome lightning connectors, and that's basically it. Let's take a look inside. Okay, they look the same, although this one has the LED on the inside because they're AirPods Gen 1. And so let's take these out and have a look-see. Oh boy. i80 on the left, AirPod on the right. Okay, they're looking real good here. The mesh grill on the outside is darker on the i80s. Just look at that though. They look identical. Over on the bottom on the i80s, we actually have text this time, although it's not the right text, but I mean, a lot of people probably don't even know what text is supposed to be there, so you can fool anybody. The chrome looks the same, although the mesh grill inside looks higher quality on the Apple AirPod. And that black dot is just painted on the i80s. All right, so let's get these back in the case. And wireless charging is working. And now we got to do it. We got to get them paired up with an iPhone to see that pop-up animation. I don't know how they did it, but they did it, and I love it. And here's what they're going to be called under your Bluetooth settings in case you're wondering. Now let's see how good they fit. Easy, just like AirPods, really light, really comfortable, no problems. Let's do the shake test. No problems. Now that that's done, let's see how good they sound. She called me daddy, I don't even know her mama. Listen for noise leakage at maximum volume. Now let's check audio and video latency. Now let's check mic quality.
Alright, so guys, as promised, here's a 100% raw, unedited audio sample from the i80 TWS AirPods. It's really cool because I can hear the person through both ears, so no problems there. That's a major pet peeve that I have with truly wireless earphones. It's only in one ear, but right now we have it in both ears. Hopefully it sounds good. I'm banging on the table, and I'm hoping that it cancels out some of it. I'll have some noise cancellation or something. I'm not sure if for calls or for music. But yeah, overall, I'm really liking them. Let's move on to the verdict.
All right, you guys, I know what's on your mind. I know what you're wondering. You want to know if the i80s are like the AirPods or not? Maybe they're good, maybe they're not. Do they sound all right, or maybe they not? First things first, fit, comfort, and feel. They feel just like the AirPods, really lightweight, very comfortable in your ears. They just hang there and they don't move. They don't fall out, so no problems there. The case does feel a little bit lighter than the actual AirPods, but they're getting really close. Like, it has some weight to it and they're not playing. The touch control on the earphones work very well. You can double tap it to skip songs, double tap to go back, single tap to play and pause, answer phone calls, you know the drill. When it comes to audio quality does sound good. Even at maximum volume, it doesn't distort at all. It sounds very clear. The one problem I'm having is I wish the volume was a little bit louder. It just feels too quiet to me. There's a lot to be desired. The audio from the actual AirPods feel a bit fuller, although these still sound good, just not as full. When it comes to audio and video latency on both the Android and the iPhone side of things, they're both basically in sync. Like, you wouldn't really notice it. It's maybe a millisecond or two out of sync, but unless you're looking for it, I don't think you would actually tell, and it probably wouldn't ruin your experience when watching videos. Overall, if you want some cheap alternatives to AirPods and you want to flex on them and tell people you don't speak broke, these are going to be a good bet for you. I just wish they were a bit louder because they do feel too quiet. That's the only problem I see with them. Other than that, they're great. They have the pop-up windows, show the battery percentages and everything. I don't know how they did it, but once again, I'm glad they did. If you want to pick up some of these, I'll throw the link down below in the description. Make sure you guys comment your thoughts down below. Let me know if you picked up some of the i80s or if there's some other ones you want me to test out for you guys. Thumbs up, red subscribe button, social media, and I'll see you in the next one.